Uh-oh, Deadpool. Agony's in danger. Well, shit. Prowler is going to add more targets for Shauna. Shauna doesn't generate generated cards like Prowler's skills or Kate Bishop's arrows. Yeah, the Stark Industries with Symbiote Spider-Man into Fallen One has a lot of potential here. I think Sanctum's less deck variety is in part, small part, due to the lack of balance passes it has. Limited time, the limited time part of it is part of it, but it's definitely not all of it. Like, regular Marvel Snap is so varied because they do balance passes twice a month, whereas, like, this time Sanctum came back and they just didn't even update the ban list for it. That's sad, but that's what it is. We'll still have a bunch of extra energy next turn. So, Fallen One here sets our energy, our max energy, equal to this card's power. So when I play it in here and merge this into it, he's going to set our max energy to 12, and then we'll go up to 13 next turn. Does Luna Snow continue to approach the must-buy category for you? I don't know that I would call her must-buy, but she's definitely best in class for three cost extra energy cards. Oh, sick! Hydroman made Sunspot cost 1. I think it's this. I think it's this. Because if I Zola the Man Spider, then all gets huge, so. The joke is Sunspot normally costs what it is. Yep. Alright, Hydroman didn't do anything, but Fallen One Man Spider popped off, which is nice. The clean game for us, despite the new card not getting to shine. How has Hydroman been? He does what he says on the sticker. He felt very good inside of the anti-Venom Gore deck we played yesterday featuring Darkhawk. That deck had good stats and a couple hundred games played when we looked at Untapped this morning. I think we overcommitted on the right a little bit that last game. They could have destroyed one of their lanes to make their null very large. So I was hedging the null scaling in that previous game. All right, so the game plan here is Shuri into Fallen One, and then on the last turn we have 11 energy, so I can either Man Spider the Fallen One with the Agony and Galactus, or I can Taskmaster the Man Spider. And Man Spider's worded, whenever he merges with anything, double his power. So when he merges with Fallen One, he'll double, and then when he merges with Agony, he'll double again. So he'll double middle. So that'll be what? 22, and then this will be 7, so it'll be 29 times 2 is 50, 58 in the center, 59 with the Murray Island. Well, they're giving us an extra turn. Now I do this, right? And then I can draw Taskmaster. They didn't Galacta the center, so I have Shuri over there. Okay. All right, we know they have their zombie Galacti. I don't think their Galacti should be big enough even with Shuri if we hit the Taskmaster. Because we're huge in the center. We're gonna go to what, 100 and some change? Unlucky. That probably means we're dead. What is follower only mode? It means people have to have been following the Twitch channel for a little bit in order to comment. Oh my gosh, they lost because of Mojo World. That's so funny. If we would have played Sunspot after Man Spider, we could have doubled it again. I would have lost this game if I did that though, Derek. So making it so we merged the Sunspot would have made this bigger if we drew Taskmaster, but this hedge not drawing Taskmaster being able to play for Mojo World. So you're right. If I would have sequenced this differently, this could have been 200 something for Taskmaster, but we missed on Taskmaster. Mojo World let them draw their entire deck, but then it also made them lose the game. It did, didn't it? Are we sweating this out? Oh my god. Oh my gosh, they retreated the snap and are sweating 1 to 10. Oh my goodness. What a cursed gamer. I think they're just salty. Mojo World lost of the game. Yes, choosing to sweat while playing the meme deck is certainly a decision you're allowed to make. Does Fallen One take into account non-permanent death buffs like ongoing? It does, yeah. So like did a Valir would count. Do I Fallen One up to 12 or do I Shuri here? And then get a 20 power Fallen One. I think I just want to do this now. It's close though. So we'll have 13 energy next turn and then 14 on the last turn. Do we Shuri into Galactus first steps and then Man Spider that instead? Yeah, probably. And then I could do these two next turn. Apparently the zombie Galacti is really big. Or the Man Spider is really big. We'll never know, really. If this just isn't the most peak zombie Galacti game experience, I don't know what is. Just like made 6 52 power zombie Galacti, got out-muscled by the real combo deck. Which is just like the quintessential zombie Galacti experience, right? Like it's so many moving parts to just ultimately be a worse big number than like what the dedicated big number deck should be making. Might need a wellness check on their cell phone gamers. So decided to try and sweat it out 1 to 10 and just not remotely enough. Someone commented on one of my roundups the other day asking if Man Spider ended up being a competitive card. The answer on that one's definitely yes. You're susceptible to disruption like any big combo, but it's one of the best big combos in the game, I think, right now. How did Man Spider become 122? It merged twice. So it merged in the 28 power Galactus and then doubled to 50 something. And then it merged in the 3 power Agony and then doubled again. So it merges as part of its text, but then anytime it merges for any reason, it doubles up. So when you play it into that Agony path, you double. What value does Hydroman add to this deck? You have huge energy, so why do you need him? Because you are doing the classic novice deck building blunder of asking yourself, why do I need this card when everything is going right? So you're correct. In these couple of games where everything in my deck has come together perfectly, Hydroman has not been necessary. However, in reality, where I'm often going to be forced to live, I'm not always going to have a giant fallen one, and Hydroman gives me a secondary manner of discounting one of my big plays to allow me to make a big flourish as a surprise. That being said, I get to fall in one Atlantis here, and that works out this game, so got that going for me. The demons are coming for us, chat. Ah, cons, run! The demons are coming! I think we do this, and then next turn we go Man, Spider, Taskmaster, She-Hulk. Are you expecting a rug pull? No, I think Mick Fur's a gentleman and a scholar. They'll give me a warning before they took my rug. Okay, and now the Shuri here is sick because I actually have enough energy to go Shuri into She-Hulk into... No, I don't have enough. I lied. I'm dumb and bad. Counting is hard. Counting is hard! Why am I so bad at counting? This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. I've overcommitted on the left. I think we're still fine. I believe we are still fine. Because this is going to go up to 50 something. What time are card releases? They come out at 1 p.m. Central / 10 a.m. Pacific. Well, Man Spider continues to be a very fun card. Hydroman seems like a reasonable backup plan. We're going to take a brief pause for the cause, let some adverts roll, and when we get back, we're going to continue on with this one. Appreciate everybody hanging out today. Don't go anywhere. We're ready to heat up some lunch, gamers. BRB. Before we dive back into gameplay, I would like to give a shout out to our stream sponsor for the month, Cook X Unity, for feeding me this afternoon. We've got some golden coconut curry squash. It was delivered freshly prepared, never frozen to my door. Comes in a nice little container here. You can bake it in the oven, or I just microwaved it up real quick here in a minute and a half to heat and eat. You want an easy way to support my content? You live in the United States and you want some fresh, never frozen meals delivered right to your door? Check out Cook Unity. As part of this promo too, because this promo feeds me, I'm gonna do a little bit of good with some of the money that I make from it. For each person that signs up as a new member to Cook Unity, I'm gonna donate $25 for each of up to your first 4 boxes of food you purchase from them to the Midwest Food Bank here in the United States. Cook Unity feeds you. They feed me a little. I help feed other people. Everybody gets fed as a part of this promo, chat. Good, delicious food for all. I was impressed with. They dropped off the meals yesterday And they weren't in a cardboard box with a bunch of disposable, recyclable stuff. They dropped a reusable bag off that you return when you get your next round of meals from them. I thought that was really nice. So notable here that Fallen One's on reveal happens before Agony merges. So I can't go up to 8 energy, but I can go from 2 to 5. So plus 3 energy sounds great. All right, come and get me.
Escaped. Snap.
I enjoy a good curry, chat. This one had sunflower seeds to put over the top of it. I don't think I've ever had that before. It's very good. Nice little bit of crunch for it. I don't think I want a magic here. That's close though. Howdy, Zeke. Thanks for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. They don't have extra energy, so they can't Galactus us this turn. And this man spider is gonna be 2248. Sorry, miscount 50. Yeah, I think the opponent just is probably new or not really paying attention. Their destroyer timing was 7 turns last game. The hobgoblin here when they're really far behind. I think they didn't realize how big the man spider was gonna get. This is probably a Luna Snow, the negative zone angle, yeah? And then we'll Luna here, so they can't Galactus us. And then we'll Man Spider here, so we have big points, and they have a card here already. Oh, they have 6 energy this turn, though. They have priority. Unfortunate. I guess I'm just supposed to Hydroman left. I guess I'm just supposed to Hydroman left. All done? All done.
Escaped.
What do we lose to? Destroyer. Right there in the deck tracker. He's right there. I'm actually going to play the Agony Center because I want a clean path to Symbiote into Fallen 1 and 2. Which is what the left could be. This interaction with man spiders actually kind of funny. We can merge this in and send it across, and then merge it into man spiders still. Is the way this works. So I can go send this over man spider. Is that the play? I don't have any extra energies. I think that's the play. It does mean our man spider is smaller. It does. But it clears the slot for me, which has value, I think. He's still pretty big, right? He goes, what, 12, and then it's 30? 30 here and 30 here should be plenty. You want a lukewarm take about the Sanctum rewards, chat? I don't think the rewards in Marvel Snap's limited game modes are ever very good outside of getting the new card. And you should only play that limited time game mode if it's fun for you to play. I assume they're leaving. They're pretty clearly dead. They're like dead to the Galactus first steps they know is in my hand. Maybe they cope into staying against this, and then I win with 30 somehow. Victory. There you go, using that F word again on stream. I do like throwing that one around. Probably getting caught by a G-Man this game with none of our early stuff here. I guess they could technically G-Man us this turn even, yeah. Well, they didn't have Galactus this turn, so I'm just gonna play like they don't have it. Or they didn't have Galactus last turn, I should say. So only 20% to get Galactus this turn. Shout out to Luna Snow for saving our Symbiote Spider-Man from jumping across. Appreciate you, girl. Would he destroy himself? If the location was full at the start of the turn, it would blow up, yeah. Think we're dead? I think we're dead. Yeah, lose the breaker here. Unlucky. He did. One more point. Tipsy's pretty especially bad for us. Lots of ways for them to disrupt our Symbiote Spider-Man. In games like that where we don't play to the board early, just don't have a lot going on. To talk about our meal sponsor one last time as I scrape the last couple bits of rice out of my bowl. One thing that always hits me with eating better is how much proper portioning really hammers home how much you typically overeat. Because, like, this curry is like 450 calories for the dish. And as you're shoveling your mouth full, you finish it and you're like, I could still eat. And then you sit there and, like, actually let yourself, like, have eaten the food and feel full. And then, like, 15 minutes later after you finish eating, you're like, you know, actually that was an appropriate amount of food for a meal. I actually didn't need to shove more in my fat face. Food tastes good is my problem. That is the tricky part. I think this is Luda into Fallen one angle. That's a Heimdall they binned? I assume it was a red shift Heimdall.
Minions to me.
I want So this wins the center. And then I can put this here and this here. And then next turn I can man Spider here and be huge. Oh, I'm short one energy. Sag. Fine, I won't win all 3. I'll just win 2. That's nice, Ghost Rider. Make Taskmaster a 5 cost again. I wouldn't complain. Certainly wouldn't complain about that. Victory. Greg Davies. Greg Davies deserves a buff for sure. Yeah, the 0 power ebony blade. Not quite. Not quite the powerhouse finish you want. Was there a reason for Taskmaster being moved to 6, or was it a random change? Changes are never random, gamers. In Taskmaster's case, they explicitly were worried about Taskmaster and Human Torch being easily playable together on turn 6. When they made move decks better, although Human Torch is obviously no longer a 1-drop. Second Dinner actually balances by rolling dice. Yep. I think that's one of my most eye roll inducing things is like gamers who are clearly illiterate will be like, I don't understand why they made this change. It seems completely random. And like Second Dinner will literally post multiple paragraphs about every change that they make. It's just like, so sometimes I wonder why they bother. I guess some of us read it and can comprehend it, but it's just like, it's so insulting when those people are like, I don't get it. Why would they do this? It's like, well, they wrote a bunch of words telling you why they were doing it. Maybe if you were less thick, you'd understand. The gamers can barely read the cards, Jeff. You can't expect them to read entire paragraphs. That's fair, honestly. Pretty good one. For reference, Mario, Taskmaster's been 6 for a long time now. Long while. I think I want to try and contest the Atom. It means I lose my Ice Cube, though. Oh, that sucks. Means I not only have to contend with a rug pull since they had one Limbo Gaunt already, they also have the possibility of they're also a Shang-Chi deck with the Fenris Wolf. Well, I can reduce my total energy by 1. They literally just pulled the only card out of my deck that card could kill. There were three cards in my deck and 2 of them survived. That's the part where they boomer snap their Shang-Chi.
Power must be controlled.
Wait! That works! Get fucked, Buttercup! Oh, baby. Oh, baby! See, Chad, I never doubted us for a second. Some of you at home were concerned. You thought we lost. Little did you know. Steady as she goes. Doo, 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 doo. Doo, 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 doo. That has to be a bug? Not at all. My last played card was on the board. Spider-Man merged with it. Man-Spider merged with it. That shouldn't work. You shouldn't work. Yeah. Well, shit.
Time's up.
Can they play 2 cards? Strange game. The only winning move is not to play. I can't believe they played for the left. Why would you play for the left? Why would you play for the left? What could you possibly be pulling out of my deck? I heard yelling. What happened? My opponent Shang-Chi'd my card and then brought it back with Fenris Wolf. And then my Man-Spider merged into it from across their board. There are so many cards in my deck you couldn't kill there. And you took my Sunspot? It's so rude. It's so rude. I think Bounce is good in this meta. Nah, Bounce is like firmly only okay. C plus, B minus tier at best. We have the power. Ooh. Godspeed, Zeke.
Power must be controlled.
Oh no! Not Shang-Chi! Don't Goliath me. Don't Goliath me. We beat that, yeah? Oh shit! Not my ice cube! Damn it thing!
Victory.
Way to take away my nice cold treat. Does that mean you're not a Bounce enjoyer or you're not playing it because it's not very good? We literally played Bounce yesterday. Bounce is probably my most played off-stream deck, Jet. I just don't play any deck super frequently on stream because I need to post 30 different deck videos a month. Oh my goodness, we're getting close here. Holy. We might actually get this border. Psychos are grinding. Come on, Jeff, you know chat doesn't have object permanence, right? Why is Bounce C tier? Because it doesn't make very large numbers and it can't play a ton of interaction. It's also like plenty playable at C tier, gamers. There's like 60 decks in this game that you can play and win games with.
Opponent snapped. Oh, snap.
Now, Sunspot, he's a good little communist. He shares his extra energy all around. Ooh, that's scary. Kill Lunesta over here. This one. This one. Thank you. Appreciate you. Well, that's incredibly punishing. All right, I need Hydroman to go middle. I need Hydroman to go middle.
Apocalypse.
If Hydroman goes middle, or if we find Taskmaster, we might be okay. I think I need him to go middle. Oh, no, wait. The ice cube breaks. It's fine. No, it's cool. We Gucci. We Gucci. They're super dead. Wait. The copied man spider eats the previous man spider. So this is a flip, yeah? And I have to take the flip because 30 power's not enough with their what's it called? Well, is it? Yeah, I think I just have to take the flip. It's still because chat, I'm not gonna beat the Dracula without being big enough. Oh, wait, shit. The Taskmaster doesn't work either now. No, this just doesn't work at all. This just doesn't work at all. There's no flip. Taskmaster does not work. The original man spider is... Oh, wait. Yeah, it does. No, wait. This is super good, actually, right? I never done this for a second. I'd like to dedicate this one to all the non-believers out there. Some of you were concerned momentarily about us winning the game. I was not. At no point were we ever at any risk of not winning the game. Where did Agony go? Somewhere off stream, chat. Somewhere off screen. Why did that? So this doesn't destroy the old man spider, it merges it into itself, meaning that this counts as our last played card because it's merged in. Yeah, the merged card still counts as the last played. And hey, look at that. We finished a game with Hydroman doing something for us too. So someone at the start of the stream, I don't remember who, so we're not going to name and shame because I don't recall. But someone at the start of the stream, at the start of this set, said, why is Hydroman even in here for the games? Why is Hydroman even in here if you make so much energy? And that last game's a good example of why he's here. So Hydroman is not our optimal primary thing we want to be doing here. We are a make extra energy with Fallen 1 deck. However, like that last game showed, there's going to be games where the Fallen 1 stuff doesn't come together, And then Hydroman gives us a way to efficiently discount to be able to Man Spider plus Task or Man Spider plus Galactus or do two things efficiently when we don't have the double-digit energy from Fallen One. So it gives us this alternative angle to cheat on energy to set up our big combos there. And Man Spider is a very good competitive card. This is one of the sweeter new additions to the game we've had in a little while. It's a new big linear deck. Obviously, you're gonna get your sandcastle kicked by Shang-Chi and Shadow King on occasion, but that doesn't mean you can't play around it nicely in a lot of spots. This build, being able to do the full combo on turn 6, either via Fallen One Energy or Hydroman, gives it more resistance to getting blown away, which is nice. So felt really good and reasonable. Solid cook from Derek, as is typical. All right, gamers, let's take a brief pause for the cause to let some adverts roll. We've got Prowler coming out at the top of the hour here soon. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, make sure you tap the like button. Appreciate the folks who've done that already today.